Hello friends, my name is Theo, and today in this exciting Mr. Media tutorial, we are going to be taking a look at how to make your cheap videos look more expensive. So you can see in After Effects, we have this video that was taken in just in my house with a white background. And you can see I don't have a full cyc wall in my house, believe it or not. So there's tools and there's other crap over here. There's a light in the shot. But we're going to take all that out and make my house look like $1 million studio. So the first thing we're going to do is find a nice clean frame like this that'll be easy to work from. Then go to Composition, Save Frame As File. Then you can choose where you want to save it as. I've already opened it up in Photoshop, and here we go. There is a clone stamp inside of After Effects, but it's really slow, so you can use it, but we don't need it for this one. So I'm just going to create a new layer, Control-Shift-N, and then S for the stamp tool, and just paint this all in. Actually, I don't even need to do it that way. Since we're in Photoshop, I can M for the marquee tool, delete this, copy that image with Control-J, select a nice little piece of the image, Control-Shift-C, and that will do content-aware scaling. Scoop, just like that. And same thing over here, Control-Shift-C, and right over there. Look at that. We got, everything looks expensive now. So before, after, nice. We can go ahead and save this out, and we'll call this white BG, and then go into After Effects, and I'm going to go ahead and import that file. We are fine to import this as footage since we aren't doing anything on an alpha. We're just going to go ahead and drop white BG behind our footage and do a quick little mask on the side of our image here. Nice. Drag this in just a bit and then hit F, feather it out. Let's adjust this mask just a little bit more. Just a little bit more on this side. All right, now I think that's looking pretty good. Play through, you can see it's still nice and fast. There's a little bit of a seam here that you can refine. Yeah, we've got plenty of room over there. We'll go ahead and scoot this guy, whoop. Scoot this guy in a little bit further and feather out a little bit more. Now that's looking pretty good. So there's step one. That's the main thing. But then if we want to be cool, we can go ahead and make this 235 to 1. So in order to figure that out, we'll go to Calculator, and we will divide 3840 by 2.35, and we get 1634. Now put 1634 in there. That's your 2.35 aspect ratio. We'll go ahead and drop these guys in a pre-comp. We'll call this. Hopefully I spelled extension right. Probably not, so make fun of me for that in the comments, because I can't spell worth anything. And we are going to turn on collapse transformation so we can still scoot things around. Now we've got that happening. So now the next little bit to make this look more expensive is, since this is locked on a tripod, you know, any idiot can lock a camera down on our tripod. So we're going to make a fake little dolly in. So we're going to do scale, and we're going to start at 100%. And this is 4K, so you can put it at 1080 timeline and do like a really big scale in. But it's going to do 110, which is a nice little thing. Go ahead and add some position keyframes. And now if we wanted to, we could actually go back into Photoshop. We could do C for crop. We can make this so everyone's right in the center. And we can do our same little content-aware scaling trick. Control-Alt-Shift-C. It probably doesn't even need to be content-aware with, you know, a background this simple. But, you know, we've got it. We might as well use it. So there's that. And now we'll go ahead and save this out. I'm going to save this as another version just so we don't accidentally screw things up. 2, and pop over to After Effects. Drag white BG2 in. Do the same sort of footage. Open up our pre-comp. Drop white BG2 in the comp. And move it over to the side, because that will line up correctly. Position all the way over to the side. Since we use collapse transformation, we've still got all that in there. So we can go back to our first position keyframe, select both of them, scoot our clip over. Now we look like we know what we're doing. Beautiful. I'm actually going to change that around. So we just add the quick and dirty way to do it is add a null object, parent the clip to the null object. We'll go ahead and turn on our rulers. so you can see a little bit better what's in the middle. Hit P, scoot this. That looks about right in the middle. And you can just delete your null. And we'll turn off our rulers because they don't look that pretty. Now we're doing pretty good. So we'll add a little bit more scale here. Scoot her back a little bit. Make this like 120 so people really know that we did a pretend dolly. Awesome. So now we play through. Let's get this keyframe a little bit more in the middle. Now we play through. Get this sweet dolly in. It's nice and slow motion. So we need to change our playback frame rate to the correct. Hopefully that will help out. There we go. That looks much better. You get this sweet dolly in. Look how music video that is. Slow motion, pretty girl, dolly in. So we have got set extension. Number 1, we've got 2.35 crop. Number 2, make stuff look more expensive. Fake dolly. Number 3, make stuff look more expensive. Number 4, add some, fake camera blur stuff. I do this with my still portraits all the time because, why the heck not? So I'm going to add camera lens blur, drop that on here, and we will parent this adjustment layer to this guy so we don't have to do any sort of crazy tracking. Add a quick little ellipse around Miss Evelyn here. Change this to subtract, hit F to go to feather it way out, just to taste. Set this to something like 30. Is that enough? That's too much. Set this to 10, 13. And we'll turn our mask off. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. All right, then we will add another adjustment layer, and we will copy this mask, paste it on here, hit M, then change this to add. Then we'll add unsharp mask, and even though this shot's a little bit out of focus, hopefully we'll be able to get some stuff back. So we'll change to like 1.4 and make this 100. What happens if we do that? Yeah, that's a nice little bit of extra pop. So now I've sort of added some extra focus there. You can see without it and with it, you just get that little bit of extra pop. Zoom in some. Without it, with it. Makes stuff just look a little more expensive. Then finally, we'll go ahead and do some basic color on top of this. So, curves, put one there, put one in here, we'll put one in here. Whoop. So on our blur layer, we're just going to go ahead and darken it a little bit. Then on our face layer, we're going to go ahead and brighten it a little bit. Then over our whole thing, we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of contrast. Let's go ahead and put this at half resolution so we can have stuff update a little bit faster. That's a little bit too contrasty. Nice. And then we'll go ahead and, give it a little bit of a vibe. There we go. Now we've got an expensive looking shot on our hands. So just like that, for the price of a white background and a pretty girl, you've got some good real building material, because that looks like something that cost someone money and not something that Theo and Evelyn did in like 0 minutes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I've got a million how to make cheap stuff look expensive tricks up my sleeve because I do a bunch of crap like that. So if you want to see more stuff, let me know. If you don't, also let me know. I can just do DaVinci Resolve tutorials. I can do those all day. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. No matter what, leave your feelings down in the comments below. If you want to see more cool stuff, be sure to check out meisnermedia.com/products, where we've got LUTs and power grades and light leaky stuff, all which are good ways to make your cheap stuff look more expensive, especially the light leaks and lens junk stuff. Those are great. You can overlay that on. I'm going to do that right now. Why not? It's my video. I can make like a little commercial if I want. Yeah. It's navigating. Whoop. Look at that. Pulled up the promo instead of the actual thing. ProRes 4K. We'll do some random one. Club lights. Hopefully this one looks good. They all look good. Hopefully this one looks good in this video. So set this to screen. Oh, nice. We'll have that fade in about here. Probably don't even need to fade in, to be honest. Boom, light hit. And then you're out. So, just like that, fashion commercial. There you go. Boom, done. $50,000 in the bank. You can go home. Also, be sure to subscribe to the Meester Media YouTube channel if you want more good stuff like this. Once again, I've been Theo with Meester Media. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.